My friends and I have played a lot of D&D, and each of us as dungeon masters have made truly incredible monsters to overcome. And well, Naraka was my most recent attempt. Though Malevolent End is as close as something to Doomsday or Maharaga, I felt that I could make in a fair manner. An opponent that can adapt to any phenomenon and keep moving forward, whilst growing stronger. In story, Naraka was a fiend from the plane of Daniel who spent his entire existence, eons in fact, battling across the infinite waste, growing stronger from each battle and learning from past mistakes. Until one day he was called into the first Theomachy, which took place around 500 years before the campaign started. Being summoned and enslaved once by the Deasi army, Naraka adapted to the ritual and broke free of it, leading to a rampage among the Kleans who summoned him the second time, and a Klean Archmagus, seeing the collateral damage of the summoning and being against it in the first place, took action. This Archmagus, Davios Bellin, was a necromancer, but one who understood how to kill space and time, combining that magic, a 9th level imprisonment spell, and the entire portion of the Klean military he led, he sealed Naraka away. And while sealing Naraka was important, so too Davios found himself sealed as punishment for such a divine crime. In the form of a book, in fact, that radiated with immense negative energy. That same book being the driving factor for the party wizard Meanderso to begin her journey in the first place. It was over the course of the adventure that Meanderso, through her cursed connection with the book, began to understand Davios, and inevitably wanted to free him from his prison. Long story short, she and the party did, and unknowingly, so too Naraka was freed, and he began to rampage across the world once more, only to be sent back to Daniel, where the party soon gave chase. They befriended Karamatz, as said in my previous videos, and now stand face to face with the Malevolent End. They knew fighting him head-on, even with their substantial power, would be difficult. And through a clever use of the Simulacrum spell and the wish garnered by Mockery drawing the Moon card, the party gave their best effort. One wish was to turn off Naraka's adaptation for a time, and the other made him vulnerable to Meanderso's spells only. Despite that, it was still a boss fight, and a hell of a one at that. In my games, critical hits take the maximum result of the base die roll, and then allow the base dice to be rolled. A d8, for example, results in an 8 plus 1d8 plus any additional modifiers to it. And Naraka's crit, in one fell swoop, kills Karamatz. And then my dice roll for the next attack on their ally Davios. Another natural 20. And the wizard that they had not only grown fond of, but freed from a prison of over 500 years is smashed to bits. Let's be honest, I panicked a little. My dice had turned against my party, and, well, we played straight. TPK incoming, and the party began to feel discouraged. But they fight on anyway. Average dice rolls later leave Meanderso on death's door and Mockery at death, and making death saving throws. However, the party fights their little hearts out, through Gwen working double time as a healer, so that Meanderso and Mockery can pick themselves back up from death's door. The party rallies again and put the fiend on the back foot and dig into his doomsday reaction, but then he kills Mockery, another crit, another huge downfall. And it's here the other wish made for Naraka to be vulnerable comes in clutch. Legendary resistances having expired through combat, HP depleted. Meanderso calls upon her last high-level spell slot, a 5th level lightning bolt, my dice being cursed one final time, and I roll far too low to save. The fiend is slaved, and the party emerges victorious, though in far from ideal shape. In the aftermath, the entire party gains a level, though with Karamatz, Mockery, and Davios dead. Gwen and Meanderso have a lot to think about as they rest for the night in a tiny hut. They awaken the next morning to find Mockery alive, somehow, but are left with the case of what to do. Meanderso speaks with her mentor, Davios, and finds he does not wish to return to life. Though happy that he got to meet her in the first place, he knows his time had long since passed. This destroys her. Gwen, on the other hand, having found a friend, one that she understands, wanted to cast true resurrection on Karamatz. I don't know if demons like Shoosuva have souls to bring back. I don't even know if by lore resurrection spell works to restore them to life. But at my table, in a moment like that, after the fight they went through, I am damn well going to allow my party to bring back their fiendish doggo friend. And so they gain Karamatz back, though changed, not only by their empathy, but also a valiance he showed to protect them. He finds himself shifting, his evil alignment changing to neutral. After all, he and Gwen aren't so different after all. What comes next? Well, we needed to take some time off for personal stuff after that session, and we just recently got back together. But that's a story for a different day. As always, thanks for watching.